Well, I've shown this before, but I'm going to do it again in case somebody out there missed it on the previous occasions. Here in the, well, I was going to say in the outback, but it happens over a lot of Australia. We have what's called livestock droving, where you have cattle or sheep. Just, this is a major highway, this one, and if you have a good look, you'll see some Angus cattle, black Angus here, and they're just out there having a good feed. There's supposed to have been some signs out and I didn't see any, but that doesn't mean too much. It's becoming more and more the practice where they don't put signs out at all and just let the cattle go out there. Obviously these black cattle wouldn't be out of a night time. They'll pen them up. But they just let them wander around. As you can see, they're not too fussed about the traffic, so this particular mob's been on the road for a while, I would suspect. Here we go, here's one walking out in front. Not too fussed about me at all, not even in a hurry to get out of my way. And to him I must look like an elephant or monstrosity. And I haven't done a count on these, but there's probably, let's have a quick tally up. Yeah, probably about 400 or 500 cattle in this mob. We call them a mob. And we've had a bit of rain around here lately, so the drover doesn't even have to provide water because there's plenty in the table grains. These may very well be from one of these properties around here. They can't just put them out there though. They've got to get a permit from the Pastures Protection Board. And what have you, and part of the deal is they're supposed to put signs out, but most of them don't these days because there hasn't been enough people booked for failing to properly and adequately supervise. I see he's got signs sitting on the back of his ute. Anyway, so there it is. Very, 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 very common occurrence here in Australia. And I'll leave this video go for a minute because we're going to be overtaken here by a fella who's got a lot less weight than me. In fact, looking at his sides, I'd say he's empty. So there it be. A little bit of trivia for you. This here is called a cert highway. It's a major intercapital road between Sydney in New South Wales. It's also utilised from Brisbane in Queensland across to places like Adelaide in South Australia and Perth in Western Australia. So it's pretty well a major road. And as you saw, just cattle out there having a great old time munching on the grass. So, and we're used to it. It doesn't bother us. We just back off, treat them with respect and what have you, no problem. But anybody that comes to Australia and plans to drive, you should be aware that this happens very regularly. You should be also aware that this time of day you won't see a kangaroo anywhere. around dusk of an evening, you'll see countless kangaroos. Not so much at the moment because we have had rain. There's plenty of water away from the roads and plenty of feed, as you can see, a lot of feed. But during drought and times like that, which is pretty constant here in Australia, from just on sundown to particularly 3 or 4 hours afterwards, and then just before sunrise in the morning, there'll be large numbers of kangaroos, emus and other critters. Another thing people are not aware of is that the largest population of camels in the world is in Australia, not in Saudi Arabia or the Middle East, but actually here in Australia. They are not endemic, they were introduced, but we have more here than they have anywhere else in the world. And in fact, a lot of Arab countries import camels from us, believe it or not. We have other types of fauna that wanders around the place, horses, cattle and sheep, as you know, emus, buffalo up north. Yeah. So it pays to be very wary of driving of a night time unless you've got very good lights and probably a bull bar like you'll see in this truck coming towards us. See him here on the front. Being very, very, very aware. All right, that'll do me. Thank you very much.